Okay, so we're going to replace the batteries on this 5-button PEPS fob. So let's get started. We flip this button down and that releases the rear cover. There's a place in here, if this had a backup key in it, there would be a backup key right there. And this one it's missing for some reason. So next we've got to pry off this lower cover. So I'm going to take a large flat blade screwdriver and insert it right here between these two places. We're going to pry that off. There we go. Okay, so you pull it up from this end, and if you look, it actually kind of hinges on these two tabs on the other end. So we're going to pull it up from this end until those release up there. All right, so right there are the batteries, and this fob actually has two different batteries in it. And they are CR2025s. You'll notice that the number is not facing up or showing on that top battery. So I'm going to go ahead and pop those out. And usually to do this, I just tap this on the table. There we go. Okay, and the bottom one came out. The numbers actually were up on the bottom one. And there is a piece of paper that goes between the two batteries on this fob. Okay, so let me get a couple of new batteries here. Okay, so the bottom battery goes with the number up, CR2025. So I'm going to insert that into there. Then the piece of paper goes between the two batteries, and that does have to be in there. We're going to grab another new battery. We're going to go ahead and insert this one with the numbers down. They face opposite directions or face the backs to each other with a piece of paper between them. All right, so there's our batteries in that. Now, we're going to go ahead. We're going to start these two tabs up here. If you look closely here, if you see these little tabs that stick up right there in the corner on each corner, we're going to go ahead and start this by hooking it on those, and then we are going to snap it down from this side all the way to the other end. Now if it had a backup key, I'd be putting that back in there right now. And then last, we put this cover back on. We set that end up there, put it down to this end. And then you still have a gap in there, so you flip this tab on it again. And that lets it snap the rest of the way on. You can check and make sure it's all together correctly. Because if it's not, you'll have a gap along this line. It looks like we've got it all together correctly. And that's how you replace the batteries on this fob. If you found that video helpful, please click the like button down below, share it on Facebook or Twitter, and as always, have a great week.